Hey guys, very interesting question, and I think it's very pertinent to a lot of people in the market, at least in terms of having information about this. So what happens if you purchase a property off plan in the Dubai market, which is under construction, and then you are having some trouble or difficulty keeping up with the payments or paying all the installments on time? I'm going to address that, give you a background on the information that's legally applicable to this situation. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just sharing information. For an actual legal opinion, seek out a lawyer so that he can actually guide you and help you out, okay? If you want to work with me on purchasing a property, or if you're in a similar situation, look, there's a link below, reach out. We'll do what we can to help you and guide you to the right resources, okay? Show reel first. All right, guys, welcome back. So let me give you a little bit of a background in the Dubai market, because maybe you're one of those buyers who hasn't bought a property yet, right? And you're looking to make a purchase. This technically applies to off plan, okay? Off plan, they say, or under construction, okay? Under construction, okay? This is essentially speaking how you make payments on an off plan market, okay? You might pay a 10% when the construction is zero. You might pay another 5% when the construction reaches 20%. You pay another 5% when the construction reaches 30%. You might pay another 5% when the construction reaches 40%. And then the developer might end up doing all the way, completing it to 100%. And then you will pay 75% upon completion, okay? Now, this is and obviously the payment plans vary, okay? The payment plan could vary that, you pay another, for example, 5% over here when construction reaches 50%, and then you've essentially paid 30%, and then you pay 70% upon handover, so on and so forth, right? And then there's other payment plans, which are that you pay post handover. Maybe you pay only another 50% on handover, and then in the next 12 months you pay the balance 20%. Again, does that make sense? So it's 10, 30 here, so 30% here, 50% on 100% completion, 20% in the balance 10, 12 months, while you can rent it out, etc., etc. So, the Dubai market's been innovative in that scenario of trying to help people purchase a property if you don't have the full 100% capital in-house today. It's been a great option for a lot of people who don't want to go to the bank, don't have all the money at the moment instantaneously, so on and so forth. But the critical question is, what happens in a scenario where you can't pay, for example, this installment when they've done 30%, or this installment, or this installment, okay? That's the critical scenario over here when you can't pay these. Now, just to let you know, after the booking percentage done over here, you will be signing something called a sales and purchase agreement, okay? The SPA has obligations on the developer and on you. The SPA, the sales and purchase agreement. This is a legally binding contract, can vary from 6 to 7 pages. I've seen SPAs about 90 plus pages. So they're legally binding contracts that hold you to the situation, which is the construction proposition, and obligates you to certain things and obligates the developer to certain things. And I'm going to explain further now. So the SPA, essentially speaking, obligates you to make these payments. Just like the SPA obligates the developer to make these construction milestones. If the developer is asking you for 5%, but has only constructed 20%, they are legally not entitled to do that, because that's how they've actually built it, and the Dubai Land Department controls the developer not to overstep their bounds, okay? Slight overlap does happen sometimes, like, I don't think you're going to be able to go into the construction site and say, hey, you've billed me for the next 30%, but you've only built 28%, okay? That doesn't happen. But at the same time, guys, listen, it's no jokes, right? You're also obligated to pay that 5% on time. Now, generally speaking, if you're delayed, the SPA in itself has a provision that you must pay a 1, 2, I don't know, whatever the SPA has, read it. There's a penalty inside it as a monthly late payment charge. Oh, sorry. The developer will generally give you a 30 days to remedy it, okay? They'll send you a soft notice as a reminder. After that, they are, according to the SPA, entitled to charge this penalty. Most of the time, I'm not saying all the time, if you come back to the developer on the 31st day, they might, if you haggle a little bit, request waive off this penalty, okay? But after the first reminder, they will send you a second reminder, maybe a third reminder as well, okay? Now, obviously, what essentially happens is they recognize that now you're not taking the payments after the first reminder, second reminder, third reminder. 2 months or more, sometimes I've seen about 7 months can pass by in this period because the developer doesn't really want to take the property away from you, okay? 1, 2, 3 months. I'm never going to advise you that you shouldn't be making these payments, but these are internal reminders that they're sending, and they're pretty serious, and the reminders will get serious, okay? The reminders will tell you that we're going to cancel the property, okay? But now you need to understand what is the cancellation process, okay? The cancellation process is, again, not just done unilaterally by the developer, okay? Hit up the link below to work with me and my team. The cancellation process essentially entails that the Dubai Land Department gets involved, okay? So the Dubai Land Department, and through the Land Department, you get a notice, okay? And I think you get 30 days to pay, and you might get notice number 2. Don't quote me on that because the system might have changed. So again, seek independent legal advice from a lawyer if you're in this situation. Don't rely on my experience because, you know, I am a real estate broker, I'm not a lawyer, but then the Dubai Land Department sends you notices by courier, and then at some stage, they cancel the property, okay? Now this process, you know, as you can see, it takes 2 to 7 months with the developer sometimes, can be faster if the market's really hot, and then goes to the Dubai Land Department. But, hey, check this out. While I've given you and explained the scenario to you, what is super critical is for you to not be in this scenario in the first place. And how are you going to avoid being in this scenario is by working with an expert who's going to make sure that you're financially capable of carrying the responsibility of a particular property. It's not going to put you into a property where you might be suffering or there might be potential for default. That makes sense to me, and I hope that makes sense to you as well. You're looking to make a purchase in Dubai? Reach out to us. Ciao for now. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. My name is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I started in Toronto, Canada in 2006, and since 2007 I've been based in Dubai and doing real estate in Dubai. Look, if you're looking to work with me, there's a form below and my mobile number. I do paid consulting. You can also get help from my team for services. If you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe and the bell icon, and share it with your friends who you feel would be able to benefit from the content of this video. Last but not the least, I'll repeat, me and my team's role is always going to be to help and select the best property for you. Your role will be to invest in that property, and we will in turn invest in your life and your future. Bye for now.